What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Listen, today has been the most Mondayest of Mondays in a long time. Like, today has just been long for no goddamn reason. But anyway, we are back. We are back for a brand new season of Black Ink Crew Chicago. This season 7, episode 1, ready to reclaim our time. Um, this is one of the shows, and I will say, you know, I can stomach Black Ink Crew Chicago, not just because it's Chicago, but that is one of the reasons. Because when you compare it to Black Ink Crew New York, it seems like there's a different maturity level that goes on, even though they can be childish, and we've seen them be childish in all their 6 seasons, okay? But it's like a maturity level that is not there at Black Ink Crew New York, okay? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Um, you know, and it's drama, but it's drama that I can take. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it's not always about drama. It don't always seem so scripted or whatever. But hey, it is what it is. It's one of the shows that I do like to review because it's not that deep. But this episode kind of got me mad at the end. Okay, they put some of the big issues that I really wanted to look at that they put up in the trailer in this first episode. So, we start off, it's Ryan's birthday. Ryan look good, okay? We can't take that from Ryan. And Ryan know he look good, all right? So, let's get that out the way. Ryan, you look good, okay? To be quite honest, all the guys on here look good, even 4 ass, Trust and believe, if I was straight, I would have went with a nigga like 4, okay? I don't like, and he not a pretty boy, but he pretty to me though, okay? But he still got that ruggedness to it. I don't know. Anyway, moving on from that. Don, you a little bit too big for me, okay? You a little bit too big for me. I want you to put them weights down. Take at least 2 days off, okay? Because you look like you work out 8 days a week and it's only 7. I don't know where you got that 8th day from, but baby, it look like you do at least 5 hours in the gym every day, okay? But we get into how everybody's been. It's Ryan's birthday. The city has been locked down because of the pandemic, and now it's open again. So it's the summertime and everybody is just flourishing. And summertime Shy is just one of the most beautiful places to be, okay? And so they're just having fun, and we get to see how everybody is doing. Charmaine, she's doing her thing, and unfortunately, she's dealing with another family, health medical crisis, which is her father, after dealing with the death of her mom that we saw on the last season, which was like 2 years ago. Now she got news after her baby Nola was born. She got news that her father was going through stage 4 cancer. I don't think she said what type of cancer it was, but she did say it was stage 4. And to be quite honest, baby, when she was doing the radio station, she has done a lot with the radio station on WGCI. She got promoted to a midday personality. She's still doing the radio out of her home, and we see Neek and baby Nola. Nola is all Charmaine. I don't see none of Neek in that little girl face at all, okay? I feel so bad because, she gets on the phone with her father. She said she had to take him from Louisiana up here to put him in a hospital, one of the good hospitals we got, probably at Northwestern. To do the cancer treatment so that she can keep an eye on him or whatever, be close to him and all that. And it's the pandemic, don't want him to be down there by himself going through this or whatever. And she was just trying to think about how long her father been sick and how long he has been holding this back, like how long he known this, okay? Because y'all know, especially older black men, it's black people, older people, but especially older black men, they will keep stuff away from people. They stubborn. They'll hold it all inside. They won't tell you that this hurt or that hurt. They'll just let it go away, thinking that it will go away. They won't mention it. And they don't like the doctors, okay? So he finally found out, and she was just worrying about the time that she has left with him. Baby, let me just tell you this. I just feel so bad for Charmaine because we already know the outcome. Unfortunately, and I would not be able to watch the last 2 seasons knowing that my parents are no longer here, and then it's being documented, I just wouldn't be able to, because I'd be in tears each and every episode that they mention them, okay? But, Kitty is back. She said during the pandemic, it gave her time to go back to DC. She wanted to start, I guess, a makeup line or something like that. But then Charmaine called her up and was like, come on back down. You can be the overall brand manager of the shop or whatever. Jess is no longer in the picture. So we let that go. And Kitty said, okay, cool, I'll come back. And I was like, all right, we'll see how this roll. As you start a preview, it's gonna be some drama, okay? It's like everybody's gonna have a falling out. I'm like, what is happening? Okay. Man, you Second City just hasn't been the same. It's been shut down. We do see eventually later on in the episode, we do see when they open up Prince. I think that's his name, right? The only tattoo artist. He was the only tattoo artist there compared to Nine Mag. Listen, Charmaine is trying to get Second City Inc. to the status of Nine Mag. Not necessarily to the status or somewhat on the same playing field. That's what she's trying to get. And at this point in time, I'm looking like, girl, you got a long way to go. Okay, first of all, you need to get some tattoo artists up in there. Ain't no why is it that there's only one artist in there and then Kitty? Okay, it's only one artist in there, and then when you go up into there, it looks like a freaking construction site. Okay, like a warehouse or something with tarps and stuff all over the furniture, whatever. It just don't look very welcoming, okay? And I get it was the pandemic that was going on, but you have to still put your visibility out there. You know what I'm saying? Still promote and promote and promote and promote so that people can have a reason to come back when we open up, And I don't see that happening, okay? And you want to draw in tattoo artists, and it is so crazy, and I feel bad, but in a sense, I should say, Charmaine is how you start a business, in a sense, just a little bit, okay? You start from the bottom, all right? The reason why she got to where she got to now with this business to the point where she's at now is because she's on this show, but she got to make that stuff work. You got to bring in the artists and let them want to actually work at this. Give me a reason why I should work here. Okay, let's put the cameras down. All right, when the cameras go down, do I still want to work here? Okay, that's what you got to think about. You got to think about whether or not this is gonna bring in clients. Okay, you got to think about, you have to put incentives out there. Okay, you got to sell yourself sometimes just to get people to come in. You probably need to fix something, restructure something, or whatever, because that tattoo shop should not be looking that bare. Okay, that should you already, and unfortunately you did lose another tattoo artist, Fly Tatted. That was a whole bunch of mess. Oh my goodness. So did they ever give a determined cause of death? Because people were saying that Bella had something to do with it. Y'all remember Bella, crazy ass. And I did not realize that they was dating, and I did not know how deep it was, because as we look at it on TV, and I have to remember, when we finally get this footage on the TV, the series or whatever, all of this has already been recorded or whatever. So they very well could have had started up a relationship while the previous season was airing, and then it got a little deep, and because she was a mess, and I wanted her so bad to get up off the live and stop getting on the internet trying to explain herself or whatever, because people gonna think whatever it is that they want to think. But somebody said it was self-inflicted, but I don't know. Put it down in the comments. They had a portrait of him on the wall, and I just want to know what Kitty gonna do and how Charmaine gonna turn this shop around or whatever. Like, y'all need help. Y'all need help at this point. And then it's so crazy the way that they try to, they talk about Second City Inc. and then they go and talk about Nine Mag. And you see Nine Mag, given that Nine Mag is established, I would hope that they will be doing this. They're back and running fully. Okay? Ryan got multiple tattoo artists, multiple booths, multiple clients going in, and everything is just flowing the way that it needs to be flowing. He had to put this new person named Shogun in charge or whatever, trying to hire a couple of tattoo artists, a woman and a man. because four, he's no longer in the business like that. Okay, he just now coming back to Chicago. He was out there in Texas, and he was doing his job, doing his music or whatever, linked up with this girl named Nina. They wound up getting pregnant, and so they was having a baby shower later on, and that's just that. Okay, we'll get into that relationship a little bit later. And so then we get into Don. Don, he used the pandemic to fix things, or at least try to fix things with Ashley. Because the last time we saw them, Ashley basically gave him her rings, okay, and said she is done and left. But then the pandemic hit, and he was like, no, we're going to quarantine together because I want my family together. I want my kids together. I want everybody together. Understandable, okay? And so, he's doing his fitness. He's a bodybuilder, competed in bodybuilding competitions. He has his fitness, gym up and everything. And, he had a little scare. And I remember talking about this. All of a sudden, there was reports saying that he had to go to the hospital, okay? He was rushed to the hospital, and what he said was he was in the midst of doing a workout, and his heart just kept on beating real fast, and he was feeling funny and felt like he was going to pass out, felt like he was having a heart attack, but in actuality, he wasn't, okay? I was like, was it a panic attack, an anxiety attack, or something like that? Because those two things mirror the same symptoms of a heart attack. And then again, I'm sitting here like, and I was wondering, I remember when I reported about this, or I spoke about this in my What It Is, they never said exactly what happened. And I was just like, I hope it wasn't like any illegal steroid usage or nothing like that. But, because he got big pretty fast. Okay, some of y'all was thinking it. Okay, but hey, it is what it is. And, Don and Four, they went over there to talk to him. And, of course, we didn't see what happened because Northwestern, I'm pretty sure that was Northwestern. That looked just like Northwestern down on Michigan. Northwestern Hospital don't let nobody up in there with the camera crew, okay? And then we had COVID restrictions and stuff like that, so it was too many people. And basically just saying that they needed to watch out for each other and keep each other, up to date and listen, this is not the day and time to not want to go to the doctor. Don was leaving the doctor and he was finally getting out there, and he said basically what wound up happening is his body was attacking itself, okay? And it wasn't a heart attack. He had a crazy virus, okay? And he was like, he knew that he probably should have been to the doctor prior to that, but he just didn't go because he don't trust doctors. And all these years, he just never trusts doctors, especially being a black man and the experiments that they do with, the Tuskegee. Baby, y'all gonna run the Tuskegee syphilis shit out, okay? Y'all is gonna run that to the ground and use it as an excuse every goddamn time. Yes, it happened. Yes, it was messed up. Yes, it was the worst thing for a while, okay? That was some bullshit, and that's just how they treated black folks. So I understand. But we gotta, at least if you don't trust the white doctor, go get a black doctor if that's the case, okay? Do your research, as y'all always want to say, but do not put your health in jeopardy by putting off going to the doctor, okay? We cannot do that. We cannot do that. If you need one opinion, get a second opinion, a third opinion, whatever it is that's going to make you feel good enough about the answer or the diagnosis that you have, do it. But do not say, I am not going to the doctor, okay? Do not do that. We as black people, we cannot do that. And I know we have so many issues with doctors and, discriminations and stuff like that. But please, make sure you go to the doctor regularly, all right? Especially in this day and age of this pandemic that we still got going on. Girl, Charmaine got on that mic and said, we open, we out of it. No, we not. Y'all must have forget, okay? We is not out. We still in this thing, okay? Listen, girl, moving on from that, I was like, Don, you got to take better care of yourself. You got a family support, and that whole conversation that he was having with his brother, baby. I forgot about the other kids that he got. He was like, listen, I'm taking care of 2 households, okay? I can't be down, I said, I know that's right. That's why your ass up here stressing now, okay? You need to calm the fuck down. But anyway, moving on from that, Don is okay. This whole situation with Four, he has the baby shower. It's reuniting or uniting the families from both sides. And Ryan noticed that, Nina and Ford, they cute together, whatever, but they wasn't necessarily all the way together. Like, he over here, she over there, and he was like, why they apart talking to Don? And it was like, I don't know. It was like, the real question is, are they together? He was like, from the last that I kind of seen in looks of it, they are, but they still got to figure some things out. And they was giving Ford advice about how it is to be a father, the way that you need to be for her, the mother, as she's giving birth and after she giving birth. I love the fact that they made mention to Don, of all people. Y'all remember how immature Don used to be. Oh my goodness, like that motherfucker done matured a little bit. Like, he giving advice, like sound advice, talking about listen, you have to be there for her, look for clues or whatever. Just look at her and know how to be her support system, because she could go through postpartum. Okay, she can go through that, and postpartum depression and things like that. You just have to be on the lookout, and you have to be there for her, because we will never understand what goes on in a woman's body when they go through all of this stuff with the baby and shit afterwards, but they do. Okay, so you have to be there for her. And I was like, damn, Don. Okay. It was cute. But then he had this little conversation with his brother. Like, he trying to figure out what it is that he want with Nina. And he's in a place where and I don't want to come off as if I'm judging, but this is how I always feel. He was saying how they're basically trying to figure things out. That's all that it is. They're trying to figure things out in this relationship. Is it a relationship, or are they just going to be co-parenting? What it is, okay? He said he always wanted to get married first before he had a child, not have a child and then try to figure out everything else after that. This goes to show that you have to be careful what it is that you're doing, okay? Shit happens, and I understand that, but you need to wrap it up, okay? You need to protect yourself so that you won't have no slip up, all right? So, hey, it is what it is sometimes, but now you got to figure this shit out, and you can't back out of it, because I'm pretty sure the baby is here now, right? Because she looked pregnant, like she at least 8 months or 7 months, probably 6.5. She was, boom. I said, all right. And she looked real beautiful in that orange on her skin. She looked real beautiful. Moving on from that, let me just get to Ryan stuff, because, baby, Charmaine and Ryan had a talk on the beach, and they was talking about their relationship. Well, Charmaine was basically talking about their relationship in the confessional, about how, they had an up and down relationship, and we saw how that went. And things got back on track when her mother died, and Ryan came over there and was supporting her, and they just letting bygones be bygones, and they're going to move on forward from it. Okay, cool. So they just talking about what's been going on, catching up, and talking about her father, talking about what's been happening with him and how his life been spewed out all over social media, and he just been going through it. Charmaine gonna say, yeah, he made a mistake or whatever, but, can people just want to go ahead and hold it against him? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because and I feel like that was one of the ultimate betrayals, okay? That's one of the ultimate betrayals, what he did to his best friend. That is your best friend. That's not just a friend. That's just not an associate. That's just not somebody that you just saw the other day. No, that was your best friend of years, and you slept with his baby mama. It ain't no telling if him and the baby mama was trying to get back together or whatever. I don't know the logistics of it, but it's just, I automatically would have thought that that's something that you don't do, okay? That's how I feel. Like, if my friend was messing around with somebody and I've been cool with them, I've been sitting down with them and kikiing with them or whatever, I'm not going to get with her when she break up with her, okay? I'm not going to do that. Because that to me seems like, oh, you've been harboring these feelings for her this whole time we was together. I ain't trying to do no snake shit like that. That seems so snakish. That seems so, I just don't like it. And he did wrong. He did wrong, and he needs to hold himself accountable. And it took him a minute to say that he really did wrong, like he messed up. Okay? And so after that, he had to talk to his therapist to tell her that after a month and a half of Anthony sending him a text messages saying, can we meet up to talk or whatever, or we need to hash this out and talk, it took him a month and a half to respond to it because he didn't want to put out what he really wanted to respond to it. Listen, and this is what got me with Ryan, okay? Ryan is in his feelings because of the simple fact, because he was like, I ain't trying to fix the friendship. Fuck that, okay? Fuck all of that. So you want to he's mad at Anthony because when he found out about, Ryan messing with his baby mama, mind you, I believe this is the baby mama that he made the guy, his son, his godson, father, okay? His youngest son. And, the story goes that the son went through the mama phone and, Anthony saw the text or whatever, and he read him and all that stuff or whatever. Okay, cool. And that's a betrayal, and that's what Ryan don't understand. You put all of this stuff in motion, and you are in your feelings because he feels the way that he feels, and he went about doing exuding and showing his hurt the way that he did. Granted, I do see what it is when, how people can feel a way, about putting people business public. But that man was hurting, okay? He didn't know how to deal with it, all right? When I put somebody public, my business public or whatever, I want to say no. But I know when I get emotional and when I get hurt, and even if you follow me, because I ain't even finna be no hypocrite. Even if you follow me on Twitter, there's been some times that I put some shit out there, okay? I may not name names, but you can tell that I'm talking about somebody. But y'all don't know. But I'm putting some shit out there because I'm in an emotional state, all right? That's all that it is, okay? So sometimes we do some shit that we know that we're not supposed to do when we are in a hurt place, okay? A hurt in an emotional place at this point. And that's what Anthony did. He went to Rachel, told Rachel about what was going on. Rachel was looking at Ryan funny. I guess their relationship got messed up. It was already messed up, and that was just the needle that broke the camel back. Okay, that's the hay that broke the camel back, whichever the saying go. That was just what it is. Okay. You put all this shit in motion when you put your dick in that girl. Okay, that's what it is. That's just all it is. Okay, and you're getting in your feelings and you pissed off at him for going to Rachel and for going to social media or whatever. He hurt. And usually I'd be pissed off that he did that, but it's the way that Ryan is acting like that man didn't have no right to do what he did. You cannot dictate. You cannot hurt somebody and dictate and be pissed off by the way that they respond to it and their action to it. Okay, some of us can say, oh, he shouldn't have did it to social media, but then again, it's like putting it out there. Maybe Anthony was like, putting it out there on social media is the way to get you to actually find yourself and to actually hold yourself accountable, because now everybody else is saying you foul, and now you really realizing how foul you are. Because he probably would have just kept it cute and kept it on mute and not said nothing, because it took him a minute to actually talk to him and to acknowledge him, because he didn't want to tell him. See? Now, had he not found out about it, he wouldn't have said nothing. And so, he met up with him after he talked to his therapist, girl, and talked about some, you know why you did this, you know why you did it. And he was like, say it, just say it. He said, bitch, just say it. I said, Ryan, just say that you fucked that girl. Okay, he said, basically, he wasn't trying to hurt him, and it wasn't about him, and he hurt a lot of people, not just him. And I said, that don't mean shit, okay? We are talking about him. That's your best friend of years. Probably was there. I don't know if he was there before Rachel or during Rachel. Either way, that's your best friend of years, and you really fucked them over. And it's the fact that everybody else is just so calm, cool, and collected about it. Like, I feel some type of way looking at Ryan like, is you gonna do that to my relationship? If me and my girl don't work out or whatever, you gonna try to, cause you so-called hurting or whatever, and you was going through some shit, you gonna go fuck my, you think these things sometimes. I look at you different. Okay, we wouldn't be as close, because I couldn't get over the fact that if you betrayed your best friend of years, many years since I was younger, you can do that to me, and you only know me for a few years less than him. You know what I'm saying? So he was just very indignant at that thing. You know why you did that and all this stuff. Cause man, you fucked up. That's all that it is. Take accountability and say you messed up and you understand that that man was hurt. All right. Let me just tell you, Ryan owed a fade. Okay. Anthony should have knocked his ass out. Anthony should have knocked his ass out. Ooh, Anthony is better than me. Okay? He is better than me because if I would have saw Ryan, I would have knocked him out one good time, at least punched him one good time, and then said, now let's fucking talk, okay? Because Ryan, you know you owe that. You know you owe that man that, okay? But we'll see how it is. We don't need to see black men fighting like this on TV or whatever, so I hope it don't go there. But I'm just saying, if the cameras was down, Ryan, you did some snake shit. If we was in the streets, okay, if these was real street niggas, oh Ryan, your ass would have been fucked up, okay? Because that's one thing that they don't play about. You don't fuck another nigga baby mama, okay? That is not what you do. But anyway, this was Black Ink Crew Chicago. I'm sorry if I was shaking the camera. It was a cute little episode. For an opening episode, we got a reintroduction. I'm looking forward to seeing how the season go. So far, it is giving me the feel that the last seasons have been giving me. So I got hopes. They're a little high. I'm gonna say they right here. I ain't gonna say they high. They in the middle. They neutral. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see. Because VH1 lately, your reality shows ain't really been hitting. But so far, I'm liking where this is going. But y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.